Hi, parents. I just wanted to connect with you because I have asked your child to be part of the Quest worship team. So I want to be sure to connect with you about a few details. So I think I know everybody, but if not, my name is Jill White and I lead out our first through third grade areas. And so I have connected over the past month or so with your child about being part of a worship team that I am developing. And so we had a tentative meeting planned for last week. And so one of the things that I realized through this process is that sometimes it's tricky navigating communication with preteens and teens. And I do have a few children in that age group as well. And 3 of them are going to be on this worship team. So as I was struggling through some cancellations last week and some parents who weren't aware of what was going on, because I had strictly been communicating to students, I decided to connect with you as the parent as well. So first and foremost, I just want to give you a little bit of vision about what the worship team is going to be. So the idea of the worship team is that there will be a different team that serves one weekend a month. So they will serve at all 3 services on one weekend. So that's 1 on Saturday, 2 on Sundays. And again, that will be 1 weekend a month. The idea for the worship team is many of your kids have been on it for like an Easter weekend or a Christmas weekend. And we just see the overwhelming result that my students in first through third grade respond to, seeing the high energy and the just the excitement that these middle school and high schoolers can bring to the table. The reality is that I'm old, I'm a mom, I'm out of shape. I have an injured back. Like, I can't provide even the physical energy. And I'm not cool like middle school and high schoolers are. So we saw over Easter, it was so exciting to see the worship team leading out and just the fun that they brought and the ability they had to get specifically like our boys to engage in worship, because they saw these middle school and high school boys, and it ended up being really fun for our teenagers as well. And so by the end of Easter weekend, at the end of all of the Easter services, we had teenagers coming from all over and joining our worship team. So I saw that there was excitement on both levels. This is something I've been dreaming about since I actually came to Northridge. I had someone lead this out successfully at the church I was at previously. And so I have been praying for someone to lead out this ministry for quite a while, because I personally don't have any musical talent. I am toned off. It's bad. But the thing I've realized is that sometimes God asks us to step out in faith and trust that He will bring a leader along the way. So I definitely can handle starting this team off and leading it, but I am praying that someone eventually would step in that would have the margin to lead it even better. So if you are interested in that or know someone, please let me know. But the overall vision for the team is an opportunity for preteens and teens to engage in the worship service for these first through third graders. So at the beginning, we'll just be starting off with them learning some songs and leading as far as physically goes. They'll be doing the motions. They'll be engaging with the kids. Eventually, I want to add them into the process of actually creating a worship leadership set. So that means that they'll incorporate scripture into that, maybe some different things. Maybe they'll do pantomime to a song, or I don't know. It's gonna eventually it's gonna develop as we go. I want them at the beginning, it's gonna be more me saying, this is what I want you to do, and as we proceed, I want them to say, can we do this, and them to bring in the ideas and them to lead out their own teams. I'm gonna be kind of picking a lead for each week, and the idea is that they would spiritually encourage each other. And I know that might start really, really small, but I want them to get into the habit of praying together and really seeking this out as a leadership opportunity for them, an opportunity to lead people in worship and not just lead kids in songs. So that's kind of the overall vision of this team, and it definitely will be a process. And so I want to meet with your child, the entire team together, and to go over the vision for them, the expectations, and then we're going to learn some songs. So I will be sending home an expectation sheet, and I will be asking for your signature on that. And on there are things like, yes, I am willing to get my kid to where they need to be when they are going to be serving. I am going to encourage them in this. I'm going to pray for them. Those types of things. And your student will be signing it as well. So those will be coming home. So we are going to have a mandatory meeting on Saturday, September 14th. And we're going to do that at 3:30 in the afternoon. And we're going to meet in the Quest Theater, which is room 2229 upstairs here at Northridge Church. This is a mandatory meeting. This really is going to set the goals for and the vision for our team. And so please make every effort to have your child here. Just to preface, I know there are going to be times along the way where your child might not be able to make it for a weekend that they are scheduled. We're going to talk through all of that. Of course, there are things that come up. My boys are very involved in travel baseball and things like that. So there's going to be times where they might have to adjust and find somebody. But I really want them to know this is really something that I hold to a high standard, and I do have expectations, and I don't want it to be something that's taken lightly. And maybe your child just isn't ready for that, and that's okay. So that's why after lots of conversation trying to figure this out, I decided to touch base with you as the parent as well. So again, I want your child to really take responsibility for this position. And some of them are on the younger side of things and some of them are on the older. So you'll have to figure out kind of where your child falls in that. But I did, after navigating this myself, feel that I did need to connect with you as the parent. So I apologize that I didn't do it sooner, but please reach out to me anytime if you have any questions. I am going to start a Remind app connection point for us just to send out like remind dates and questions and all of that. So I will be adding you to that app. It won't be excessive, I promise, but that way it will keep you in the communication link. Let me know if you have any concerns about any of that, but all of your kids do have my number because I've connected with all of them through texting, so they can let me know if there's any problems or anything. But the Remind will just be kind of something that we can't go back and forth on, so to minimize the amount of texting between a large group but still to be informative. All right, I think I've covered everything. Let me just double check my list. Yeah, I think we're good. So let me know again if you have any questions or anything. And I am super excited about this leap of faith and this next ministry journey. And so again, please be in prayer for us. Pray for a solid leader that could come and really even run more with it. But just pray for your student and for the exciting opportunities that they have. All right, thank you. Take care.